When was the last time you had a tire puncture? You possibly haven't, or you possibly learned the hard way. But what do you do when you have one? Do you wait for your insurance company to come and salvage the situation for you? Or do you do it yourself and go spend that time in doing something more meaningful? Today I'm going to show you how to fix your punctured tire within about 5 minutes, and you're going to be done. This depends on which side of the wheel has the puncture. It's more difficult at the rear, but I'm going to show you from the front, and I'll use very simple tools. And this is the tire repair kit. This is a very important one. This is actually the basic thing. We have some inserts that you have to insert inside your puncture, assuming it's a nail. We have a reamer. The reamer, I'll show you how it does, and also the inserter. Alongside a blade. You cannot do this without a blade. And some lube. We have some lube and also a manual which you can refer to if you want to know how to use it. And the nozzles that you can use in the event it's a nozzle that needs replacement. And honestly, I waited for the longest time to get a puncture so I could do this tutorial. So this is for you, and you better watch it. So I'll show you the culprit. The culprit of our today's video is right here. This is the nail that I'm gonna be fixing and removing. The nail is actually a star, so I'm gonna extract it, after which I'll show you how to do and go about this. So this is what I've been waiting for, and I'm so happy I have a puncture just for you guys to learn. So my people, this is it. I'm gonna use a star screwdriver. If you watch some of my other videos, I told you the importance of having all the tools that you need, the basic tools. You're gonna see the video in the description of this video here, and you're going to see the most important tools that you're supposed to have in your car that you shouldn't miss. Otherwise, you will not be able to do some of these basic to perform some of these basic tasks. So I'm gonna use a star screwdriver to extract these. But before I do that, I have to make sure that my other items are ready. This is the reamer. The reamer is the one that you have, after extracting this, you have to now insert this and rotate it towards actually rotate it clockwise, and then make sure that you create a groove that is adequate enough for you to do the insertion without any much resistance. You're also going to have this inserter, and the inserter, you use this tire repair kit to insert it there, because this is not such a big puncture. So you remove that one, or that inserter, and then you squeeze it right here. You want to be prepared to do this very fast before you lose much air, assuming you do not have an air compressor. But in this case I have one, and if you check that video that I advised you on the equipment that you cannot miss to have in your car, you're going to see the tire compressor, and I'll also show you here. So this is what you do. This is the inserter, and so you put in the actual repair patch inside there. You insert it there. It's kind of gummy and gluey. So this is what you do. You have to be prepared with this equipment prior to removing this nail, and this is what we're going to do now. The first thing is to extract this nail. You remove it clockwise. Sometimes it could shoot. You don't want it to hurt you, so make sure you're very careful. You extract it, and then now you drop it, and then you insert your reamer. The reamer blocks the air from coming out. And so what you want to do, and remember, the reamer is the sharp-edged tool. It's kind of spiral. So you insert it in there and then turn it clockwise to make sure that you widen that hole. Someone would ask, why are we even widening the hole? Yet we want a smaller one, or rather a sealed hole. The reason is because you need to widen that place for this gum insertion kit to go in. So you insert it in and then ream it, and this, make sure the whole thing goes in. almost the whole thing. And then you remove it while rotating it clockwise. It has to oscillate clockwise so it can actually do the job properly and widen it as should. So now this is the time to insert this inserter. So you remove the reamer and then you push this gam. You push it in and leave about a centimeter. You leave about a centimeter there so you can cut it, and I'll show you how. Then after this, you have to hold this really firm and pull it out. Pull out very fast, because if you look at this, it's actually spaced here so this can come out. We've actually repaired the tire puncture, and these are some of the things that you go pay dearly to a tire repair shop for them to do that for you. So you have to make sure that you leave about a centimeter protruding like this. Let me bring it up close so you can see. So this is it. And then now you have to cut this. You now cut the protruding piece to make sure that you only have just enough. You cut it off and leave a small portion protruding, and just like that we've repaired a tire puncture. So this is left protruding so it can actually be compressed as you drive the car, and it's going to go compressing the hole. So now the other part that I'm going to show you is when you have to do the tire inflation using a tire compressor. But before we go to the tire compressor, you want to make sure, I'm very sure that this has been sealed. You want to make sure that you've actually sealed this completely and it's not going to be leaking air. One sign of it leaking air is maybe formation of bubbles. You could as well use water, soapy water, to just pour here and see whether it's going to be bubbling. But in this case, I'm very sure I've fixed it very well. So now I'm going to show you how to inflate your tire the proper way. For the tire inflation, if you check the same video I'm asking you to go check, you're gonna see the tire compressor. This tire compressor I bought has two inserts. You can either use the cigarette lighter inside your car or use the battery terminals at the hood. So these are the battery terminals, and if you use the cigarette lighter, sometimes this could be a little bit too heavy for your tire for your cigarette lighter fuse, and you definitely are going to blow it. You don't really want to blow the fuse. So I'd recommend that you purchase one that has the battery terminal connectors. It has to be black and red. So I can use the cigarette lighter if I want, but I do not recommend that you use that. And once again, at the end of the video, I'll share with you guys the link to the video I'm talking about, where I gave a complete, comprehensive description of what you should have in your car. So I'm gonna pop open the hood of my car and then show you how to connect this. This is to be done at the battery terminals. So the tire compressor is usually granulated. It has some readings to tell you how much PSI you're actually inserting. So I'm going to show you how to do it correctly using the battery terminals. And just as I mentioned, we have the red, which is definitely going to be positive, and this is the negative. So what you should do, and this is something that everyone should ensure that they have. Do you see this cap here? This covers the positive terminal. Make sure your car has a cover like this, without which you risk losing your car to flames, because if any metallic part touches this and you possibly it gets into contact with the gas or rather fuel pipe, you're gonna get a fire, and you don't really want that. So always make sure you have this safety cap. So I'm gonna open it, and with that I have now exposed the positive terminal of my car. So I'm going to connect it to the positive terminal. The red goes to the positive terminal, and now this black one goes to the body of your car. Any part of your car that's metallic, you can always attach this to it. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach it to this knob right here. And so I'm going to attach it. And after attaching, you're going to see that the compressor has already lit a light. So I'm going to turn it on. And that's how you turn on your compressor in a safe way. Make sure these two terminals don't touch each other. Otherwise, you're gonna risk a short in your car. So now I'm going to show you the process of the tire inflation. And one very important thing to consider is the fact that yes, you can turn on your compressor if you want and even inflate at will, but then something I'd advise you to learn from this video is that you have to turn on your car, ignite your car, otherwise you risk draining your battery, and that's now going to be other issues of, you know, jump starting your car, and you don't really want to get to that. So I'm now going to start my car and then show you how to do this safely. Remember, operate this with your engine on so the alternator can continue charging the battery. You don't want to use your battery to the last drop. So now, with my engine running, I want to show you some very important things you also need to know about your car. Before you inflate your tires, there is usually how much PSI should you inflate your tire up to? Because there's usually a reading. Every vehicle at the driver's seat has the granulations written. Let me show you. It has this at the. This is my inside of the car, and now inside here you're going to see just next to the door panel, you're going to see a number of details. This is information to tell you how much you need to inflate your tire to. It says the front, mine should go to 36 psi, and the rear should go to 44 psi. So now I'm going to show you how to go about this. So my tire compressor has a fuse. This is the fuse, and if I want to use it, I now have to first open the cap to the nozzle, and then now insert it. After inserting, I now have to make sure that prior to inflating, I want to make sure that I have the correct amount of air in my tire before that. This usually shows you, it automatically goes up and shows you how much air you have in your tire. So I want to make sure that I have the correct one, and then now I'm going to start it. It's now inflating the tire. So I'll do this and wait until the tire gets to the optimum amount that it should have. And notice that this is something that you can do within 5 minutes. And if you get a proper air compressor, this will do it very fast. And so that's why in the video I'm talking about, I reiterated that it's very important to have the correct tools and equipment to help you accomplish your tasks pretty well. Yeah, and there we have it. We've inflated the tire. So we just remove this, and this is a very simple task to accomplish, because even ladies and even your teenagers who drive can do this, because it's something very straightforward, very easy, and that's why I'm here for you with the Do-It-Yourself with Bill channel to help you accomplish literally everything in your life by yourself. So this is now set. We've repaired our baby right here. There's this patch here. That's all you need actually. You don't need to do anything much. You pay a lot of money for something like this. And remember, these are for the run on flat tires. You're gonna see it written ROF. That's run on flat, or the tubeless tires. I'd recommend that you have tubeless tires. Those are less of a problem. And yeah, there it is. So we fixed the tire puncture. that I had been waiting for a long time to get, so I could help you understand how to do it yourself. So now there you have it. You've gotten to learn how to fix your tire puncture. So check out the description of the video below. You're gonna find the equipment that I used here, and also the links to getting the same kind of equipment so you can manage fixing your car properly. So now when you're removing the battery terminals, always make sure you remove the positive one first. Disconnect the positive one and then the negative, and that's how you do it. So now I'm gonna turn off the engine. So make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and make sure you share the video with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure you're gonna help them. In the next video, we're gonna go back to the kitchen. I'll be showing you how to grill your steak the proper Kenyan way. And this is something that you don't wanna miss. So see you on the next one. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and bye. Have a good one.